What if the reason your life isn't changing isn't because you're not working hard enough, but because you're too emotionally invested in the problem? What if breaking through isn't more effort, more strategy, or more fixing, but becoming completely unbothered? I know that sounds a little wild, but everything that you have been taught says care more, try harder, fix it faster. What if the real shift is learning how to loosen your grip so that your nervous system can exhale? Today, we're talking about that shift. My friend, not broken, disconnected. That's what I keep coming back to because most of us are walking through life thinking that we need to fix ourselves, do more, be better, when really we've just gotten disconnected from who we are. Welcome to Mindset Medicine. I am Dr. Tanya Berfield, speaker, mindset strategist, and someone who believes that real change happens when we bring together science, soul, somatics, and a dash of hippie woo. This podcast is all about coming back to yourself, about learning how to know yourself, trust yourself, align your life, and lead with confidence, integrity, and real power. Some weeks, it's just you and me, diving into mindset shifts, nervous system work, and the patterns that keep us stuck in overthinking, overfunctioning, and burnout. Other weeks, I'm sitting down with people who are doing something just a little bit better than we are, whether that is leadership, parenting, money, health, or just how they're showing up in their lives. Not because they have it all figured out, but because they have found something that works, and we get to learn from that. So if you have been feeling overwhelmed, stuck, or like you are doing everything right, but something still feels off, my friend, you are in the right place. My friend, not broken, disconnected. That's where we're starting today. Because when you are disconnected from yourself, you grip everything tighter. Your thoughts, your outcomes, your people, your identity, you try to control it, to fix it, to force it. And it feels like effort, like more responsibility. But underneath that, it's really fear. It's dysregulation. It's a nervous system that doesn't feel safe unless it's in a complete control. That's where most of us are living. Not because you're broken, but because you're disconnected. So let's talk about this idea of being unbothered. Because it doesn't mean that you don't care. It absolutely does not mean that you don't care. It doesn't mean that you check out. It does not mean that you bypass your emotion. Being unbothered is not the same as living in denial or being numb. Being unbothered means being regulated. It's grounded. It's the ability to feel something without spiraling into it. It's the ability to want something without gripping it so tightly that it owns you. Being unbothered means that you care, but you are not consumed, that you show up, but you are not controlling, that you are present, but you are not panicking. That, my friend, is power. And here's where this gets really honest. Most of us were taught exactly the opposite. We were taught that caring equals being good. Trying harder equals being responsible. That holding it together equals being strong. So we learned to grip, to overthink, to overfunction, to replay our conversations. We wake up in the middle of the night thinking about something that we should have done better. We try to manage outcomes before they even happen. And then we wonder why we're exhausted. Well, here it is. It's because your nervous system never shuts down. It never turns off. It is constantly scanning, constantly holding on, constantly fixing. And people, that's not leadership. That's survival. So what does this shift actually look like? I can tell you that it's not dramatic. It's not some overnight transformation. It's small, but it's powerful and it's transformational. And it sounds more like, I don't need to solve this right now. I can take a breath before I react. I can let this unfold without controlling it. And it looks like stepping back, pausing, or letting someone else figure it out. It can feel like your shoulders dropping, your breath slowing down, or your mind quieting just a little bit. That's you coming back to yourself. That's moving from disconnection back into alignment. So, you know me, instead of just talking about this, we are going to feel it. So, here's the integration. If you are in a place where you can safely pause for a minute, I'm going to guide you through just a real quick reset. Nothing complicated, just a moment to come back to yourself. So, wherever you are, take a nice deep breath in through your nose. And then a slow exhale out through your mouth. Again, in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And as you continue that breath, let your shoulders drop just a little. You don't have to fix anything right now. Just notice. Notice where your body feels tight. Notice where you might still be holding on. Is it in your jaw, your shoulders, your chest, maybe your stomach? And now, without forcing anything, just let one of those areas, just one, soften just a little bit, even if it's just 5%. That's it. Let it soften. Now bring your attention back to your breath. Inhale. And as you exhale, imagine loosening your grip just a little, not letting go completely, just softening. You don't need to solve anything at this moment. You don't need to have it all figured out. You get to just be here, breathing, grounded, present. And notice what changes when you stop gripping so tightly, even if it's just for a few seconds. This is what I'm talking about when I say it's okay to feel unbothered. Not numb, not disconnected from life, but connected to yourself. Take one more breath in and a slow exhale out. And when you're ready, just come back to whatever you were doing, but bring this with you. This is the work. Learning to know yourself, to trust yourself, to align your life, and to lead from a place that actually feels grounded and real. Not forced, not performative, connected. Because when you're connected to yourself, you don't have to grip everything else so tightly. Here's what I hope that you take with you today. You don't need to try harder. You don't need to fix yourself. You might just need to loosen your grip. Come back to yourself. Not broken, disconnected. And the way back is learning to know yourself, to trust yourself, to align your life, and to lead with your real power. If this resonated with you, I go deeper into this work on Substack. That's where I share more reflections, somatic practices, and real life ways to actually apply this, especially in the moments when you are feeling overwhelmed or stuck or caught in your head. You can find the link in the show notes. I'd love to have you there. And if you know someone who needs this, send it to them. Until next time, I love you.